Okay, I'm introducing another level of functionality to the diluent side gas distribution path of a mixed gas closed circuit rebreather. To recap, we have a gas control block that allows for a single gas in, and then a common manifold with one unused port, one line out to a BOV, or a standalone bailout regulator, which would be worn on a necklace for immediate access. We have another line out to our ADV, which includes a shutoff, and then a reverse seated BC cartridge style manual addition valve. So that's seated by both spring pressure and gas pressure. And then in the unlikely event that were failed or leaking, we have the added measure of a slider for an on-off. So the big change here is that we eliminated the single nipple for a single diluent gas injection and switched to a three-way ball valve, which allows 2 points of gas injection. So in practice, this would be appropriate for a deep mixed gas dive where we're using a hypoxic mix. And of course, we don't want the hypoxic mix introduced at or near the surface. So this assembly would have the diver's left shoulder, the nipple on the left. We'd stick with the lean on left philosophy. So the hypoxic mix or its lean in oxygen would be on the diver's left and plugged in. The Normoxic mix, be it air or nitrox or another trimix, would be plugged in on the diver's right, so rich on right. The diver then has the ability to select whether they want the lean gas or the richer gas to supply their rebreather. Whichever gas is selected supplies the entirety of the diluent side. So there's no confusion of having multiple gases tied in at varying points in the assembly and there being any risk of an improper gas flooding the unit at an inappropriate time. So the hypoxic gas is on the diver's left. That's not actuated until we've done our S drill and we're at a depth where it's safe enough to access that hypoxic mix. We would select it, do a thorough diluent flush, and be on our way. On the ascent, we would similarly switch back to the Normoxic mix, do a thorough flush, and then carry on with the ascent and decompression. One big advantage of having multiple gas selection capabilities is on the ascent, you can also plug in your oxygen and then eliminate diluent from the equation entirely. So this gives you a tremendous amount of versatility and functionality in an intuitive way. It ensures that only appropriate gases are introduced at the appropriate time. So this assembly, while it appears rather large laid out, configures nicely on the left shoulder strap of your harness, and everything is immediate access. All of your controls for everything diluent related is right here on your left shoulder.